Well, you can tell I am hauling feed. It's Sunday, it's 11:30. The sun came out about 10 minutes ago before it was really foggy. It's still frozen, but I started about 3 hours ago, and the goal is to haul all the bales I need for the week so that I don't have to do it for a while. You can see the snow, it's been melting, so it's going to get pretty muddy later on today. Sue's looking all fine. Can't wait for Lorraine to shed out and show how roan she is. You have a Palomino roan, but this looks like she's a dapple Palomino at the moment. So the last couple months I feed the cows silage, and then I give them give them so many bales a week. But I've decided I've got lots of silage still, so I'm going to go to where I'm only giving them just enough bales to give them some roughage and then some protein with some hay. So I just got to put my bale on the back, all the bumps, it's sliding off a bit on me. So you see Mystic looking all majestic there, ready to buck me off. No, I don't think she'll be too bad. None of these horses have been rode this year, so need to get them in and ride them. Hauled some small squares yesterday, hauled some on Monday. Like I said, there's some bales I hauled. So things are getting mucky. Yesterday it was +7 Celsius, which is 43 degrees Fahrenheit. We didn't wear our jackets. We had to take our winter hats off and just put ball caps back on. It was pretty gorgeous. So it was good. My trucks broke down. I am a total GM guy, GM Chevy. I don't care for anything else. Well, I wouldn't mind a nice Dodge. Love that Cummins engine. Anyhow, but front ends on these trucks suck. So last year I had to do the front axle and CV joints, and Wyatt got stuck and got into some trouble and snapped her off. So I am checking cows now with a old Ford Power Stroke. So can't wait to get my truck. It's Sunday, so tomorrow I'll call the mechanic I use. I'm more than capable of doing those repairs on my own, but I do not have a place to do it, and it's muddy and wet and icy. So, and I got lots. Wyatt just hopped in with us. Say hello.
Hi.
And so like I said, I'm not stupid. I can fix the truck, but I really don't have enough hours in the day to do everything. And then I still have to care for my wife. But I got a couple more trips to make. So the hay I'm going to put out today is all on the other side of the trailer. Here, you hold that thing for a second. So the hay's all ready for us to cut strings, so when we do silage we can put it out. But that'll be later on. Eventually we'll have to end up doing chores in the morning because of how sloppy it is, but right now we can still get to bale feeders okay, so we'll just keep doing chores in the afternoon. Calving has slowed down. I think we only had 4 calves yesterday, but it seems like this past week we were about 6 calves a day. So that, and then we'll end up with a day with nothing but calves. Today we'll go to the barn and we'll take the heifer out with her adopted calf Viva. That one matched up pretty easy. By day 2, you knew she wanted the calf really bad, but you still have to make sure, because it doesn't smell enough like her calf, you just keep her away still, and she can bawl for it and everything, and that's good. And then you just make sure you give them 3 days so then the calf smells right. So, well, we'll bring you back out in a bit. Well, that's Wyatt driving there. I just shut the gate. Here, I'll shake you guys to take my gloves off. So, after 3 hours of sitting in the tractor, I told him, I said, you can drive, and I'll shut gates. But I have a bad back and I get tired. Sitting hurts, but standing hurts. So I gotta switch around once in a while. But trying to get Wyatt more confident driving the tractor. The tractor's good, but because we've had some issues, you know, with the loader and stuff, and having, you know, all kinds of damage put into it on a couple experiences, he's shy about driving a tractor. And so like the silage is packed so heavy or so tight that I break it all out, pile it, and then that's what I haul in. I just do big scoops of the pile that's all broke up because it's packed so tight. So because of that, Wyatt doesn't load silage, and so he'll put some bales in, but it's try to give him some opportunities to succeed. I'm not the best father, but I got to try to teach my children things. So, and if it was up to Wyatt, he wouldn't run the tractor at all, because then he could never screw anything up. So, but that's our last trip for the day, and like I said, we did it without cutting into too much mud. Can't wait to start riding these horses. Whew. Had a cow to get in the other day, and I'll tell you, I'm wishing I had my horse. But right now it's so icy and muddy, you step into a puddle that's a foot deep, but there's still ice underneath. So there's one of those jobs I never got done. That lay flat hose should have got gathered up. I never got it gathered up. Winter came. Later on, these horses will all be branded. That's one of my spring jobs. Hey Sue, you're gonna have a nice brand. It'll be right here on the right side. Get these horses all branded up, and I don't have to worry so much about them getting stolen on me, or at least be able to identify them. There's been some horses that have been taken that aren't branded, and then they're hauled to the horse plant, and there's no way to identify them. So best to just brand your horses, because then they have to have a manifest, and if my brand's on them, they'll call me before they can any horse. There's Crow and Tough coming to see me. Tough injured his nose, so he kind of hangs goofy, but he'll still be good. Those two will get rode later this summer, probably by someone lighter than me. Lorraine will get started this summer. Mystic is going to be my #1 ranch bronc. Hey Mystic. There's Chico, Wyatt's steed. Crimson's there. She's had a couple of rides. She's going to get rode hard this summer. Black Beauty, she's got a sarcoid on her leg. We'll just gotta make sure she's sound. I'm gonna get myself kicked in here. And then we got Victoria, and I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but that is a pregnant belly. So I got to look at my dates for breeding, but I think I'm still will be a May foal. I wouldn't mind the end of April, but I think it'll be May. Look at Crimson has a little cut in her ear. Guess that'll give her character. So Victoria is bred to a blue roan stud, and so I'm hoping for a blue roan stud colt is what I'm hoping for. My cousin that owns that has just acquired a red roan stud that's probably worth $30,000 to $50,000, but that means the stud fee is quite a bit more. So I might see what I can work out with him and try that stud as well on Victoria. I might even breed Lorraine, but I should just break her. But I don't need more horses. But you're always trying to find that new one that's going to do it all for you. And my goal in life is that every horse I ride is one I've raised, and that I'll have an exceptional band of string of geldings to use, and it'll be all ones I raised. Well, I'll better save a little time for the video for seeing cows. There's Diego de Glouche. Huh, you old boy? If you weren't such a bugger to catch, you could go live with the other horses. So what he does is when you try to catch him, he runs around and gets everything going. So then he's better off to stay here. And then we were trying to feed him more, but as you can see, he's not skinny anymore. But look at the round pen. Got a lake in there, and then, you know, there's probably 8 inches of manure. So once it gets warmed up and dries up a bit, we're gonna haul all the manure out, fix all the rails, clean it all up, and then we're gonna get 2 tandem loads of sand and get it ready so we can start riding colts. But I'm gonna go in the house. I gotta make my wife lunch. She requested breakfast lunch, so she said she's craving some bacon, so I'm gonna make her some breakfast lunch. She had cereal for breakfast, so no one really likes cereal that bad or that much. Everyone would rather have a couple pieces of bacon and some fried potatoes. So I gotta go make lunch, so I'll bring you out when we're with the cows. Well, I know I said I'd show you cattle next, but I don't know, I keep getting the shadow of my ribs. So this is supper time ribs. Man, I'm so got my shadow in there. Anyhow, those ribs, those are nice baby back ribs. Num 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 num. So that's gonna be supper. I got the barbecue started over there for lunch. Robin's decided, well, Wyatt decided he's gonna make craft dinner, so I got told to barbecue some farmer sausage for us for lunch for our protein. So anyhow, this little smoker's been handy, so I better close the lid and let it go back to work. And all these things, I smoke them for 6 hours, and then I finish them off with higher heat after that, and they are a Sunday tradition, and they are good. Well, haven't shown the commercial heifers in a while, but you got 2 bale feeders full of the most gorgeous corn silage that you could ever have, and the heifers will devour this green feed bale. Well, it won't be first, but they'll have half that bale gone by morning. Then they'll finish up the corn silage. As you can see, winter needs to get done because you see how tall the manure pile is there, the straw pile. So just give them a big square. They'll have it all by morning when we come here. It'll look like we had pitched it on every square inch there. So there's my littlest baby. That was my summer calf in the center screen. So, but these guys will, the sun stays out, they'll shed out, but we still got more winter coming. But it feels good to right now see why it's not even wearing a jacket. And he's happy. We're wearing our ball caps, not our winter's hat anymore, so gotta love it. Gotta keep working. Well, look what we got here. This is 905E and Diva. And you notice that is the sucking formation or nursing formation we're in, so they are a pair. Like I said earlier in the video, I kept them apart, didn't let her smell it till the calf smelled like her old calf, and she wanted it pretty bad, so it was easy. I left the hobbles on for a day just in case she decided to kick, that it wouldn't kick too hard and discourage the calf from sucking. So we're going to take her and put her out in general population now. Well, we got my little girl here and Diva, and you can see I put 3 hay bales in that bale feeder, so the other silage ones everyone's kind of hanging out away from, and then there's about 60 head. I put a green feed bale down there further down to the north, and there's about 60 head over there. So now we'll let Diva and her mom out in general population. Come on, baby girl. And I just try to let them have time so that she takes the calf with her. But see, this cow, because of her problems earlier with not taking her calf, she hasn't been. Hey, little Diva, get out. Meh, 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 meh. So now she'll come back here. Meh, meh, meh. So I just try to call for her, but it's ear tagged. We'll figure things out. So anyhow, she's running over there, and that's a heifer thing. A lot of cows do the same thing, but heifers normally run away from their calves and go eat or fuck around and kick and have fun, and then come back later looking. But like I said, we got them ear tagged and marked, so we'll make sure tonight they're back together. That's Cherry that's balling, and she's hauled in this trailer lot. So anyhow, better get back to chores. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I am ready for supper. That's 8.5 hours cooking. I left them smoke for a while longer because chores took a while. So, but sometimes you don't eat supper till 7 o'clock. Anyhow, cows are looking good and everything's going good. So I'm gonna go take those in the house and let them rest, and then we'll eat them up. So be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and have yourselves a great day. Take care. Hope calving's going good for you if you're calving.